everybody, it's Shazzy J1 and today I'll be doing an update video. So yeah, I'm gonna start making a playlist of these so you guys can catch up on updates. So this time I finally wrote it down on a piece of paper. Yeah, so I can remember stuff. So we should just get started. Yay. Alright. So I'll just be reading it off of here. And there are times where I actually mentioned my crush's name in here. So I will actually be reading his name today. Yeah, no, I won't. Instead of saying his name, I'll just be like, my crush. Yeah. Alright. So let's start with Monday. And it's a Friday. I'm filming this on Friday, but I don't have school today. So there will be nothing about a Friday. Alright? Oh, and this will be, like, the updates are usually going to be, like, about the social things that happen. Not, like, really big events. Not, like, really, probably usually not events that happen. So, yeah. Because, yeah. Alright. Or at least for this video, because I do not want to spoil it for my friend who was in Mexico. And I really want to tell her all the stuff that happened, like, event-wise while she was gone. So, yeah. So, Monday, like I said, I'll just be reading it off. So, today I gave Donald Trump, that is my friend Animal's Life crush. We call him Donald Trump because his middle name is Donald, and yeah. I probably won't be saying a lot of real names, except for one person's real name. So, yeah. The note from Animal's Life in Minnesota Studies. That didn't work because he didn't see it. So in English, I bribed Ariana to give him the note. So I had to bribe Ariana $10. So the next day at school, I gave her the $10 I owed her for doing this because I follow through. And I saw him look for her. But she wasn't there because she was in Mexico. I say Mexico and not Mexico. So yeah. I'm not sure if he marked it off because I didn't get the note back. But I do know he read it. I know for sure he read it. So yeah. Let's move on to Tuesday. Tuesday was probably the best day of this week. It's like a really long, but it's like, right. So really quick, let me just count the lines. So for Monday, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines. For Wednesday, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. For Thursday, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines. And for Tuesday, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 lines. So, yeah. So today, Animal's Life's crush, Donald Trump, finally checked off the note. But the sad thing is he said no, as in I don't like you. And I thought they'd be a perfect couple. He also might have said no because, like, alright, so I gave my friend Allison the note to give to him. And he sit like, they have the same advisory. And he sits in a place, like, where he's, like, by a lot of people. So they also might have looked at the note, and so he said no because of that, or he just really doesn't like her like that. But they can always be friends, you know? Friends! Alright. Yeah. Alright. But today I had Movie Maker, which is my excuse to stare at my crush for a whole 45 minutes, I think. Right? It's 45. Is it 40? I don't know. I don't know how long it is, actually. I know, like, the core classes and stuff are, like, 45 minutes. I think, like, wouldn't all of them be 45 minutes, though? I don't know. I think they would be, so, yeah. Yay, Z's. So, yeah. I have 0 classes with him except for Tuesdays, which I just said is Movie Maker. So, yeah. Last but not least, I told my friend Abby that's the only person whose name I will actually mention. Abby, my who my crush that I like, the person I like. So yeah. And then my other friend Valeria came into the conversation and was like, "So what you guys talking about?" And I was like, "My crush," and that's how I say crush. So yeah, in case you guys are confused. And then she was like, do you really like the one guy, the guy you told me that you liked? Because like I said, I put his name in here, so yeah, I can't actually say his name for security reasons. So sorry to the people I haven't told who my crush is. But yeah, because he could be watching this video. And then we all like shushed her because she said his name out loud, and then so she like used his initials, and I won't actually use his initials. I'll just use my initials. So it's like, "You like JM?" And I was like, yes I do. So yeah, by the way, JM are my initials, not his. Okay. So yeah, that was Tuesday, Wednesday. So today Emma. So I have two. Like, I know two Emmas. Emma Nar, she's the actual person who's my friend. And then the other Emma, the Emma I'm talking about, I know her last name, I just don't feel like saying it. This Emma, she is friends with Animals Life. And then, yeah. Gave me a note to give to Donald Trump, even though I already gave it to him on Tuesday and tried to give it to him on Monday, so I have to give it to him again. So that sucked a lot. And I talked to my friends about mine and their crushes, and like how I like the one dude that I like, and how my friend Mariska likes the other dude that I like, and they both have the same names but it's spelled differently, and how my friend Abby likes this one guy who I will not mention the name of, and what's so weird is that all of their names end with N, so that's, I guess, cool. So yeah, that was not Tuesday, that was Wednesday. And last but not least, let's go to Thursday. So today, I sort of gave Donald Trump the note, but not really, because here's what happened. So I gave Claire the note to give to him, and I told her to say, "You already got this note, but just do this again, and give it back to me." But not me as in Jakai me, but me as in Claire me. So yeah, but she gave it to him at the end of the class, but I'm not really sure if she actually gave it to him. So yeah, and yeah. And if she did, then I'm not gonna get it back to like Monday, end of the day Monday or something. So yeah. And maybe it was just me, but I feel like my crush was staring at me at lunch yesterday. Like, he could have been looking in my direction, but not exactly at me. Or you know what else? He could have actually been looking at me, for like a good 2 minutes. I don't know. I glanced over at him a few times, and I saw him looking in my direction. So yeah. But if he was looking, I really hope he was staring at me, because that would be so cool, and you know, yeah. Yeah. And I'm not sure if I told you guys this before, but in a way, I guess I am friends with my crush. But like, in 4th grade I was, cause like, I don't want to necessarily say this, cause there's only like 3 people, in this place that I'm about to talk about, and he could really just rule out the other person, and he would already know that was him. So yeah, let me just say this. So in my 4th grade class, there's this thing, and I don't really know how to say this. I'll just make up a story that sort of in a way describes about what happened. So in 4th grade, I basically talked to him a lot. I guess, sort of. So yeah. But I was the only girl. Except for when like other people came because their teachers were on bus duty. And so yeah, like it would be like sometimes like I would have to go over to a different class because my teacher was on bus duty. Or a lot of times like the people from Hosted, or I don't know, sometimes Hosted, not always, like a few times Hosted would come over, and Hosted had my friend Jordan in his class, so I would get to talk to Jordan before I got on the bus with Jordan. So yeah, sometimes we would go over to Grant's class, Mrs. Grant's class, Fred, and sometimes they would come here, and that had my other friend in it, Morgan, but then she moved in like January or something. So then when, yeah, and then it also had my friend Abby's crush in that class, but like at that time, I didn't even know Abby at that time actually, so yeah. Yeah, but that's really how it went, and yeah. I really want to tell you guys like this really good memory I had with him. Probably the best times I've talked to him. Best time I have talked to him. But I won't mention it in this video. Yeah, maybe I'll do a story time video. So yeah, well, see you guys next time.